This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Wednesday, March 5th, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. Government is planning to refurbish the St. Lucie birthplace of late Prime Minister Errol Barrow. St. Lucie MP Dennis Kelman disclosed this morning that the property at The Garden will have to be acquired. He says the plan is to have the refurbishments completed by 2016, when Barbados celebrates its 50th anniversary of independence. There have been perennial complaints by historians and St. Lucie residents, as well as other Barbadians, about the state of disrepair of Barrow's childhood home, with many calling it a disgrace to the memory of Barbados' first Prime Minister and father of independence. Although Barbados is reporting an increase in drug trafficking out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's having a hard time coordinating drug-busting efforts with that country. That's according to the just-released U.S. State Department International Narcotics Control Strategy report. The report says Barbados was among 3 Caribbean islands, the others being Dominica and Grenada, that have seen a jump in narcotics trafficking from Kingstown. Barbadian authorities reported they were facing significant challenges in effectively coordinating with St. Vincent on joint counter-narcotics operations, but no specifics of those challenges were disclosed. At the same time, the report indicated that while Barbados reported increased marijuana and cocaine shipments transiting from Trinidad and Tobago, successful maritime interdictions resulted in the number of drug landings being reduced. The U.S. State Department report also addressed the issue of corruption, including Barbados in the Eastern Caribbean group. It said U.S. analysts believe drug trafficking organizations elude law enforcement through bribery, influence, or coercion. Leave parents out of it. That's what organizer of the OAS Bullying Prevention Program, Sean Clark, is saying, against the background of suggestions that parents should be fined or imprisoned when their children commit acts of bullying. Councillor Roger Husbands recently said drastic measures, such as jailing parents of bullies, are needed to fix the problem. But Clark, who's CEO of Supreme Counseling for Personal Development, says while parents should be included in all efforts to deal with the scourge, it's not fair to jail them for their children's acts.
You have children sometimes who are angels at home, and when they're called to the school because there's a report that the child did something extremely negative, parents cannot believe that it's the same child. And then as I said in the press conference, something that it's a conduct disorder that needs to be dealt with. You cannot necessarily imprison a parent for a child who has a conduct disorder. You cannot imprison a parent, for example, of a child who has ADHD. ADHD, those children are considered provocative victims, and they are in the whole realm of bullying on a very regular basis.
Financiers wanted. Government is looking for funding to finish the upgrade of the National Stadium. Minister of Sport Stephen Lashley says his ministry is working on putting together a detailed proposal to take to Cabinet that can be passed on to potential financiers and funding agencies. Government spent about $3.5 million fixing the track last year, but Lashley says more is needed to develop a brand new, ultra-modern stadium. In sports, West Indies women lost to New Zealand by 24 runs in the third T20 of the 5-match series at Queen's Park today. Kiwi medium pacer Susie Bates destroyed a promising opening stand and disrupted an innings revival as West Indies crashed to 109 all-out, chasing New Zealand's 133 for 6.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
They are some of the leading ladies of Barbados, working hard to ensure that this island achieves its highest standards of development, but seldom do you get to see them in the forefront. On International Women's Day, Barbados Today highlights their contribution in a special March 8th edition, dedicated exclusively to women. Time is limited, so call Donna today or email her to find out more about this unique offer. Barbados Today, celebrating all the women of Barbados who inspire change.
We go to the region now, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines has launched an electronic passport that Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves says is even more secure than the machine-readable passports introduced in 2005. The e-passport has several enhanced security features, including being tamper-proof. Gonsalves says it will keep the country ahead of the criminal elements who want to misuse the passports. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is the second regional country to introduce e-passports. St. Kitts and Nevis did it in 2012. Israel today intercepted a ship carrying Iranian weapons to Gaza. Israeli defense officials say the Panamanian-flagged vessel was boarded by Israeli Special Naval Forces in the Red Sea. Israel says it found rockets on board and that it was now taking the ship back to Israeli shores. And that's where we end the noon update. Join us again at 6 this evening. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.